Welcome back to Sports Talk with Tom Watkins on the edge. Alright, so right now, let's get into our beloved Peoria Rivermen. Obviously, we talked about before the break there. The Rivermen have been sold to the Vancouver Canucks. That's the biggest news coming out. And we'll give you a little background here. Me and Joe are both interns. We're sales and marketing interns. We've been doing this for it's about 6 months now, right?
Yeah, since October.
Since October. So we've been around. We are quote unquote the workhorses of the interns. So
the stallions, if you will.
Yeah, let's call stallions. I like that better because we bring the energy, I feel. So let's get into it. I was talking to on my last show last week. We had my buddies on. They just kind of ripped them a new one. But you talk about it. What's your opinion on it all? Let's do the overall opinion on it first.
On the team, like on the organization.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to like.
That's how I felt last week. I was like, I don't want to say anything stupid.
I don't want to step over my boundaries here.
Yeah.
There are some problems, and they've said it themselves. You know, there's a little bit of miscommunication. I feel like among the office and from the office to the Blues. You know, the fact that.
And they've told us too that the Blues don't really help them out that much.
Well, no, it doesn't seem like they're on board with having the Rivermen there, and I completely understand. Like the fan base in Peoria, it doesn't seem like it's a hockey fan base. It doesn't seem like it's a baseball fan base either, because they had the same problem with the Chiefs last year. You know, with the Chiefs going with the Cubs switching affiliates from Peoria to Kane County, which is fantastic because. I mean, well, not for Peoria. I mean, for me personally, but
Joe's gonna be working with Kane County this summer.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. I can't wait. But it's the same thing. You know, the market's just not there. Like nobody wants to go to Rivermen or Chiefs games. I mean, it's the same. It's the old saying. You know, it's how well you perform on the field. This team, and I'm just looked at the standings. They're 9 points out of the last playoff spot. Like, I understand, you have, Ian Cole and James Schwartz going up to the NHL with the Blues, but like you gotta play well somehow. Like you gotta do something. Like there's a period there where they won 4 out of 5 games. It's like, all right, I can see this team turning around. They were out They're out of the playoff spot by 4 points.
Yeah,
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we thought they were going to make it.
Yeah, and like that's great for Peoria because that means they're going to generate ticket revenue. But after after experiencing some of the good times with the Rivermen and some of the bad times, I don't know. It's really tough. Like it's really tough to try and sell a product in the field that. That not even your parent club believes in, and I'm sure it's tough for them in the office as well. And I feel like it's rubbed off on the office too. Is that, we can't sell here, so why, what are we doing here?
I was talking about last week about how I was talking about on the show last week about how the little things. How they're not, I don't know. There should be more of us doing little things more than anything. It seems like the little things aren't being done as much. I don't know. What do you
define little things though? Like give me an example of a little thing that you think.
Okay, here's one. Last week I talked about it with on the show. When buddies came up. They were talking about how stuff during the game. I was talking about how how we go to every game. How they play commercials during the game.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I feel like that's anywhere you go though.
Oh, you really think so?
You go to a Bulls game and they play stuff during a game.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I feel like you could turn that around. You could say instead of having them do commercials, you could have Haley come up. Haley Head Ice Girl, Haley Corrigan come up and say, hey. merch come out and see the merch stand in sections 3, 4, and 5 or something.
Oh yeah, like I mean they do that before the game, and I feel like that's really good for us as interns because it's like we're busy and we sell a lot of stuff, and it's cool to see, what people do for, like, not what people do for a Riverman souvenir, but like what they want to do with it. Like I want a puck, or I want a foam finger, or something like that. I feel like they don't advertise, like they do a good amount of advertising, but I feel like they don't advertise towards them. Saying, during the first intermission, well, we got our Chuck Puck, promotional contest next intermission, so go grab your Chuck Pucks. I feel like for you and I, that would boost our sales because it's like you're telling us, you're telling them to go buy something. Like, it's going to be a fun time. If you advertise it to be fun, like that'd be good. And like, oh, you got, if you visit the Concourse merchandise store or the merchandise store by the box office, you can get your latest Rivermen gear. They do that before the game perfectly, but you got to keep doing it during the game. Because like.
Because before the game, no one's really there. They don't come until like.
Oh no, it's a very late arriving crowd.
Yeah.
Unless it's a promotion.
Right. Unless
if it's like free kid jersey night. I remember that. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, that night me and Joe were working the merch stand. We came in, we racked up almost, what was it, over $2,000?
$2,400 worth of merchandise.
We almost beat the store, but we had to give the people that came up and were like, yeah, we want this. Like, oh well, go to the store, they might have it. So if we wouldn't have to do that, we probably would have beat the store, which was incredible. But,
right.
But yeah, I agree with you on that. I just think, and then I was talking about last week too. Like, is there a group to blame for this? Is it really just the St. Louis people more than anything? I mean, or is it just, I don't know.
This is gonna sound bad, but you gotta blame Peoria. The fans of Peoria, like. If you want a team going, it's like the same thing with Sacramento and the Kings. Like, you didn't see a full sellout for the Kings until they said, "Oh, we're selling the team. We're moving we're moving somewhere after, wherever, whether it be Seattle. We're moving after this season." And you see them, the game, the last game of the season, fans are holding up signs like, "Kings, we love you. Like, don't go." Like, it has to be like that throughout the season, not at the last game. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen here. Yes, there's Fan Appreciation Night on April 20th. And following the next game after that is 21st.
What are they giving out for that? They said
they're giving out a lot of stuff.
What are they giving out, though? Do you know for sure?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know there's a lot of gift certificates being given out for multiple amount of things. Like, I know I did some donation calls, and I'll let you know, like, businesses, you guys need to have a better system, because I'm not calling for you to tell me, like, oh, we have a form online. No, I'm asking you a question. Answer me a question. Like,
the office hours have gotten the best of Joe here.
It's getting kind of ridiculous. Like, all right, so I'm working office hours on Wednesday, right? I'm doing buyout vouchers. I get a buyout voucher that says, "Jack me off." Like,
that
come on.
was awesome.
I'm starting to enter it in the system. I was just like, wait a minute here. And so it's like 111 Cum Street at Climax, Illinois 69696. Like, come on, who says that? Like, come on. Like,
the other one that was awesome was the Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, there's a guy who put down Luke Skywalker. It's like
Tatooine, Illinois.
Yeah, like Tatooine, Illinois. And his
Full Moon Drive or something.
Yeah, his email was theforce@yahoo.com. Like, that's awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, these were awesome. It made for a great office hours, but like, you got to have people that are serious about it. And like, people are like, even yesterday, people are coming up like, man, I got to get my Rivermen jersey because they're not going to be here next year. Well,
yeah, how many people came up and said that?
I was working a store yesterday with my boy Kurt, and we're just like, all right, we don't know anything. We don't know anything, and it's like, it's getting kind of old. I don't know. I'm tired of saying, you know what, I don't know anything.
That's the thing, though, and I talked about it last week. You come out and say, yeah, well, you don't say anything, and I get it, because we're not in the power to. But And my buddy Mike said that last week. It's been all around the news. It's been everywhere. Everyone knows about it. So it's like the